What's up, everybody? Welcome to Video Entertainment. This is going to be a video for Saba's new album, Few Good Things. As you might have seen, I'm going on a Saba spree, listen to the Bucket List Project and Care For Me. And now we have the new album, Few Good Things. Saba has become like one of my favorite artists. His music really resonates with me, especially his stories. I love his storytelling. I love his penmanship and the way he switches up flows and the tone of his voice. This dude is special, man. This dude is special. Can't wait to get into this album. A lot more features on this album compared to Care For Me. But before we get into the reaction, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to Saba, Few Good Things. First track we have is Free Samples featuring Chef. The bass is hitting nice.
To everybody that look like us, who fam don't talk, they tired. There's more than what meets your eyelids. And living apart, just dying, make you forget what you fight about. I still get nostalgic seeing houses that my family lost. They wished upon a star. I caught it like I'm Randy Moss. When Granny fought for her property, she would turn down any cost. I'm the grandson of Carl, who lived across from the Fosters, then fostered me to spread love through holiday poverty.
So that was Free Samples featuring Chef. Nice opener, nice opener. And I'm guessing with this, maybe Saba is going to get more nostalgic and talk more about family in this album. Let's see. Next track we have is One Way or Every Brother with a Budget. Feels like a Swiss beat.
Want the peace but don't want to die. It's a one-way street though. It's a round trip when we fly. Never one way, one way. Need $1 million after taxes on my spending shit on fashion. All this fashion make me stronger, feel like Tony in the mansion. My baby mama looking like she could've won a pageant. I'm not vegan, we been eating, kick my feet up and get fatter. It's a million ways to get by. Never one way, one way. My mama up 8,000 and we crash some open houses. All the rappers in Tarzana in the valley, Calabasas. All my niggas wanna crash it and my women friends is ratchet. All the neighbors looking at us, looking different than their family. A black man with the baggies, so my people in my patty know I got it if you ask me. It's a one-way street though.
So that was One Way or Every Brother with a Budget. Thought it was a cool track. It's funny because I just listened to Care For Me, and in that album he's talking about sleeping on people's floor, people thinking that he's living this big lifestyle, but he really isn't. And now he's talking about, I got money now, I'm chilling, I'm eating, I'm doing things I thought I never would. But even though for him there's like a million things he can do, a million paths that he has, because he has this fame, living in the street, in these impoverished neighborhoods, it's like there's only a one-way street. But there's a million ways to get out, like he mentioned before. But in the streets, there's only one way. That was a cool track. It was cool. Next track we have is Survivor's Guilt featuring G Herbo. I have not listened to this track. I understand that this came out as a single, but I haven't listened to it. Now what I'm thinking that's going to happen in this track, that he's going to talk about this new fame and new things that's happened in his life, but he feels guilty because even though he has extended his old neighborhood, the place where he used to live, not everyone is doing fine, just like he is. And he's having that guilt because I bet he wishes everyone where he's from is eating. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. Survivor's Guilt featuring G Herbo.
Even in the winter time, they identifying all these niggas dying. Ain't no breaking time for the bacon swine. It's a piece of mind worth leaving everything you knew behind. Move another time and hope the trauma don't amount to what you do in life. Cause some people didn't make it doing life. Yeah, my people need vacation on an island. All the people say we made it sort of line. I got no alliance to no corporate bias. Raise the mortgage high. I'ma stand my ground like a fucking squatter. Hey, raise below poverty. Now I keep a sacred geometry, I'm on my circle, I'm training for mayhem, but y'all I'm a trade cause I saw silly niggas then change up, I'm still on my square like a plane. I'm trying to move better, what's really eating when you from a food desert? I see the newsletters, can't listen to them, they be moving too careless. This album's confessions of a man moving quick, when did he regret it? Once I make a band and get rich.
Oh, whoa. So Saba was spitting a lot. I like some of the lines that he had, like standing his ground, like because he's a squatter. Squatters, they stay in the house or unoccupied houses. But then it's because like the mortgage are getting higher, which is very true. Mortgage, rents, they're all increasing, especially in cities. I don't know how it is in Chicago. I know LA is awful. New York, I think I forgot which video I mentioned it in. Even rents in the Bronx are getting ridiculously high and the neighborhoods are not getting better. Then he had that sacred geometry line. Every time I think about sacred geometry, I think about Lupe Fiasco and Setsu on Youth. But he made a lot of stick lines, a lot of references to shapes and stuff, triangle boxes, squares and all that. But also talking about, how there's people, hungry. There's people hungry. And I don't mean literally like starving. I mean like they're ready to pack the heat. And they're looking for a come up. They're looking for a come up.
Loaded up the van, some of them didn't fit. I got you next time we do this again. Don't trip. Had 0 to my name, so did the gang.
New flow too.
Once we make 10 bands, we'll be rich.
Bitch, I was rich at 21, and I'm still on savage shit like 21. Having shit niggas in sacks, I'm grabbing it, walk in, spend 20K on the average. Real niggas straight off that block with the meals. Used to be broke on my partners on pills. 40 shots ring through the block, I couldn't hear. Spinning guap, now I got rocks in my ears. Stack it up, put up a lot for the kids. Sometimes you see, but that's not what it is. And when you see me, just acknowledge the G. I'm on top of my shit, cause I handle my biz. Stay on the grind, had to plot for some years.
That was a G Herbo.
No tears.
That was Survivor's Guilt featuring G Herbo. Really dope track. I love the flow switches from Saba. He just finds new pockets to be in, I swear. And when you have a track with G Herbo, that beat's gotta hit and it's gotta be hard and it served this purpose. That's what it was. Next track we have is an interlude called Circus featuring Aaron Allen Kane.
Had a few girl I was juggling, I ain't never did the circus. Had a phone by Motorola, but the bill was out of service. My cargo in it, I like you trying to resuscitate it. We on the way, but only 50-50 chance we make it. Ay, we never say goodbye, no see you around, no see you later. Ay, it's Chicago, when you live, say we fake it.
About time, I think it's about time. Back then,
I like this. I like this.
Chillin' on the, yeah, everything was perfect. All the small things about being broke, I never got to notice. I took everything for granted when the moment was slow motion. Got into a fender bender whip so broken it was total. Now this sound like I don't appreciate what they pay me, but all the days in the basement we trying to recreate it. Was I in a freaky lady from my high school? Now she on, she looking at how it glow. 50-50, then she gone.
Okay, so that was an interlude called Circus featuring Aaron Allen Kane. That was a great track. That was a great track. I'm always going to say this, but every short song, usually around a minute or so, is usually like one of the best songs. Like, it's a phenomenal song. This is no exception. I really love how fast they were rapping. And also the fact that they was like reminiscing on the past. And a lot of times that happens. We look at the past, we look at a simpler time, you know, but it shows growth. It shows growth. It shows how far you came. Next track we have is Fearmonger featuring, apologies if I butchered this name, but Dowd?
Okay, the money on the way, it'll lay by the first. Adolescence, I would curse on the way to the church. My career just turned a curse of how I couldn't.
Love the upbeat on this.
I go up with much of shit, but still it could have been worse.
That's flow.
He ain't focused on the pants, he won't get in a purse. Okay, every nigga that I know is scared of going broke. I know if I fall back down, ain't no one there to lend me rope. Oh, scared money never made money, what I was taught. But once you made money, you be more afraid than the saw. My grandfather drove a Corvette convertible car. He passed away and left his will to the fate of the stars. Will my fans leave if I can't put S's and C's? If I log out an app or I lack a retweet, I'm just scared to go back. Didn't have shit to eat. Have my bread go to taxes, the actual thing. Okay, every nigga that I know is
I feel that.
of going broke. I know if I fall back down, ain't no one there to lend me rope.
Really love the guitar on this. Ooh. That was Fearmonger featuring Dowd. The stuff that Saba was saying, like the fears that he has. Like if you want to buy jewelry, you're going to have to pay for security. Even though you're rich and you could have this house, this amazing house and stuff like that, you're going to have to pay for security and make sure that your home is secured because you just never know what's going to happen. I also like the reference to his Care For Me album with the log out, how you will log out at the app. Same thing as his song Log Out. I like that reference. Next track we have is Come My Way featuring Crazy Bone. This is crazy. Let's just go play the track. I talk too much. These just sound good.
Sound like two socks from Madison Ave. Students acting bad up in the class. Drop out with family your ass. Lie like you plan on going back. Hey, we ain't got no time to relax. Work the only priority intact. But side chillin' with a faithful.
Oh wow. Oh my god. Alright, so there's like financial anxiety going on. Worrying about money, thinking if we have money, we're gonna be good. Man, that's my mentality right now. I'm thinking if I had money, I'm gonna be alright.
Club round in halls, really gotta be fine. Shining ball until the end of my time. Stuck in my prime, I'm always at my best. Sick of the mind, go all day, never rest. Keep it alive, the flow gotta be checked. Me and mine, you niggas gotta respect. Leave the time for me, we don't exist. I seek to find my peace, so a nigga drifts up. They gon' have to bottle crate. Or don't come around my way. Bone did it in, yep, we go overtime.
I like that.
Daydream thinking that I get some more. And it will good. And it will good. And it will be good.
Okay, that was Come My Way featuring the legend Crazy Bone. I really like the soul in this track, especially Saba singing in the chorus. Again, like I mentioned before, the financial anxiety, wanting the money, needing the money, and thinking that you're going to be good once you have it. And Crazy Bone talking about grinding and hustling, trying to get that bag. There's no leisure time. Next track, we have Still featuring Black and the Glass Flows himself, Smino. Ooh, that hit nice. That hit nice. That hit nice.
She say I gotta be still, yeah I gotta be still. Pay cards right cause I'm life going right, then it might wanna redeal. I say I wanna be here, but I got moves to make. There's so many people working for me nowadays that I don't even know who I pay. Okay, I'm still right here beside you, getting sick of the costume. That's the real world. When you with me, you take off your cool. Admittedly, yeah I do too. I know I'm more elusive, but her grip never get looser, and that's why I don't want loser. Ride on 290 windows down. I get reminded to slow down. I get a message, we up now. She go down with the ball down.
You know one of the things I like about Saba is that, yes, he has a great pen, but he also has a great flow. His flow is also as effective as his pen. Like, this is a song about staying still. And then in the beginning, he has like this, you know, this chill flow going on. And then he switches it up. His flow is not still anymore. You know what I mean? Like, he stayed at one flow, then he completely switched it up. And now it's like he's everywhere.
I hope you still got hope, you still got ass, still got my hoodie, you still got my car, still have my wallet still in that pocket. Hope you don't call it, pulling my car, still know your mama live right out Parker Road. Still be calling, told me she love me, still got a bunch of stills of us fucking real discussion. Still live for something, still love a woman, still got my gun inside of the function. Bye bye the lanes and bye bye the goose, I'm really just still in the you.
I like what he did. I like what he did. I like what he did with the word still, repeating that word, but also using it at the end of a bar to continue to another bar while still having that same meaning, no pun intended with the still. So that was Still featuring Smino and Black. Really smooth track. And also everybody stuck with the theme of the song. Wait, life moving fast, wanting to be still, anxiety getting in the way. Also wanting a stable life, I think. You know, wanting to be with one woman. But like your mind is everywhere, you know? A very smooth track. Great features from Black and Smino. Next track we have is A Simpler Time featuring Mariba.
Woke up the days that I'm getting it right. Been up them days and I've been up the nights. I got the plan and I didn't look twice.
Say the little thing matter, they saw us, she needed. If you could provide them, then she won't be leaving. The man in my family can't be no teachers. You learn what you see and no read it.
In the morning I'm a mess, but waking up next to makes it worth it. Said I put in more effort. Said I can't be perfect, but
Woke up the days that I'm getting it right. Been up them days and I've been up the nights.
We gotta give props to Saba. The way he just thinks like, you know what? I'm gonna sing like this. And it works. That's a skill. That's a skill.
The sky for slowing time, shit got too complicated. Yeah. Pace myself, the paper swells. I'm patient, not complacent. Live long and sing my song so black and free.
I like that.
That's all I really want this life to be. Wouldn't that be perfect if the world ran unfulfilled purpose and our persons worked like their purchases, filling purses of wealthy surface nil.
Woke up the days that I'm getting it right.
Whoa.
Been up them days and I've been up the nights. I got the plan and I didn't look twice.
I like this. So that was Simpler Time featuring Mariba. I want to say this is a great track. Another great track. Really love the chorus on this. And I really like Mariba's like verse on this as well. Next track we have is Soldier featuring Pivot Gang. I like this groove.
I hope the world learn to value the life of my unborn year. Cause what I'ma tell them when the time get here? I'm dying from asphyxiation from the weight of the world. While in the waiting room waiting for the birth of my girl. I'ma be a troop trying to lead a troop of my own. You know what they do to a home, that's why I bought this here chrome. Just like I'm drafted and I gotta lead a family. I'm just hoping I return with all my body parts attached to me.
Damn.
Exactly.
Oh wow. Wow. That's funny because when he said that line, I'm like, damn, like that's just crazy. And he's like, exactly. Like it's like he's part of this, you know what I mean? Like he's part of the conversation.
I know I'm poor, but I don't want to go to war. The whole mission, I'll just miss me and more. In trenches among henchmen and gore. Calling for the Lord like a slave with a sword. And it's too hot, just imagine when a gun let off in the crossfire, more than one death. Scope on my curves like I'm in a sundress. Drones follow me around after sunset. I'm getting hunted.
Okay. Just continue off the idea, okay. Okay, that was Soldier featuring Pivot Gang. It sort of plays off on the song Survivor's Guilt, you know, when things get hot, when, you know, the streets gets hot. How that is, almost like a war zone. Really dope track, very smooth. Great chorus as well. And Saba really killed it. He really did. Next track we have is If I Had a Dollar featuring Benjamin Earl Turner. This shit is fire. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is probably my favorite track.
Reading the words of a few good men. Childhood ways take the food out your hand. Long little gang got the crew down a man. Microscopes to the moves that you made. Enough labor without fruit. Hop about the bitch and Biggie Smalls, give me the loot. They pass you the ball and you cause them to lose. If I had a dollar all the times I failed, I'd be a rich nigga. Money that don't mean worth, that just mean rich nigga. Look at that song on sale, make you rich nigga. Dollar that time I failed. Take a loss, take a win, take a breath, take it in, take it time.
Still with the gang, I had learned to get bands with. Remember when we played our records, the record executives press and skip messages. They couldn't download the messages. Niggas just ain't had the bandwidth. Damn them. If I had a dollar every time I fail, I could pay a rich nigga ransom.
That was If I Had a Dollar featuring Benjamin Earl Turner. I really like this track, to be honest with you. It just sounds great. Love the guitar, love the bass on it. They both did their thing, Saba and Benjamin. You know, talking about failure. Their losses, the things that they couldn't accomplish. Benjamin talking about sending tracks to the executives, to the record executives, and then pressing skip, not feeling his music, you know. That must hurt. That type of rejection. And saying, if I had a dollar every time I fail, I'd probably be rich. Really like this track. I really do. Next track we have is Stop That.
Today, some feelings I leave it, come but feeling mistreated. I sleep on my shit and then tell me to drop, I don't see the reason. My missus run shit like a thief, together we getting mischievous. Stop that. Stop it, please. You more concerned what others earn, that says a lot to me. I turned $1 million down 1,000,000 times, that's not a lot to me.
Okay.
We gotta gamble, I bet on myself, all that other shit dangerous.
I like that.
Myself from my west and my grandma my basement, so I think you whole niggas should bow in the presence of greatness. Let's go.
Come on, talk your shit.
I would imagine one day calling manifestation and man would get taken away. We wasn't planning vacation like internet bandwidth was lagging. This feel like it's back in the day. Shit is all ours like the captain would say. Treasure map is a trap and this rap is a rap till you back on the app. It's a matter of fact that you gotta protect on it. To them, your light and get grim like a gremlin. It is what it is until feeling switch and then it's whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, this track is fire. This track was fire. So that was Stop That. I really like this track, especially because we don't really hear Saba like really on his braggadocious shit, saying how much he's the shit, how dope he is, and I like that. Another really great track. Next track we have is Make Believe featuring Fouché.
Hey, it's your mother. Call me when you get a chance. Talk to you later. Love y'all. Bye.
You gotta watch out for that, man. Your mom calls, please call back.
I got everything I could ever need, and I try to keep that in mind anytime I meet a man trying to sell a dream. It ain't no one telling me what to sing, and the people around me got better things.
My gosh.
Do with their life and telling me what I should do in the rhyme.
I really like that. Man selling you a dream.
Look, ma, I made it, it's like we dream. Look, ma, I made it, it's make believe. Cause black boys on the side of town not supposed to be on the front page of the newspaper for doing greater. I spent a lot of time wondering who'll save us. It's food on the table, I'm grateful I don't give a fuck about a label.
Okay. I really like that line saying, I got everything I could need. So I try to keep that in mind every time a man tries to sell me a dream. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what a great line. You know, and Saba has talked about how people, you know, will play on social media, play this persona and all that, and it continues here as well. He used to be jealous of people, you know, of what they had, and now he's in the same room with these people, and he's just like, yo, y'all ain't shit, y'all weird. The shit that y'all portray, that shit is all fake. This is all make-believe, not real.
I gotta grow into these shoes. I got a lot to lose now.
Let him step up.
I made all these things tangible. That's why I can't fuck with make believe. It's too much pressure for me. Why I can't fuck with.
So that was Make Believe featuring Fouché. I like how Fouché closed the track saying, I got these shoes to fill in, I gotta grow into them. Meaning like I have to get older, I have to step up in my responsibilities, I have to mature a lot faster. I got these shoes to fill in. You know, there's a lot on my shoulders, a lot of weight on my shoulders. I got shit to lose. Both Saba and Fouché talking about the baggages that comes from fame, that comes from their successes. I like that track. I like the message on that. Next track we have is 2012 featuring Day Wave. Now, Saba mentioned 2012 before, and how much it was a simpler time, how much he reminisced on that time. So maybe he's gonna delve deeper into that time.
Yeah, two students that had each other back in the world against them, who barely showed up to class once they had each other's attention. I'm down to spend every minute that I can to her limits, cause usually she down to kick it until she get tired of niggas. Or I even gave her my tapes in hope she would try to listen.
Oh wow.
Kind of bond where it get hard not to fall in your feelings, but she talking about friendship. A similar commute, we on the same side of town, and her school close to my campus, so I've always struggled to converse if it wasn't a verse. Social anxiety, it got me
like
stumbling on words.
I had everything I needed, everything.
I like this.
Yeah, I had everything I needed, everything.
Very passionate.
Yeah, my niggas that had each other back in the world against them, from a poverty-stricken parable that our hearts had written. We come from 50 cent bags of candy and penny pitching. It's like a wishing well if we gave the concrete our wishes.
We'll get lost in the world like we want it. Hey, you know me. Hey, yeah. Corner store can't afford shit but your chips. Hey, the choices. Yeah.
Man, I feel like this album is mostly nostalgic. Like, it's like Saba saying, appreciate the little things. Appreciate how life used to be, the simpler times, the innocence that we had. You know, even though the streets is fucked up, there's no, I'm still fucking with you. I'm kidding. That's a Drake line. I'm kidding. You know, even though the streets is fucked up and all that, like, I still want to be with you, be in the booth out here. It's a safe place where we can hang out. It's just a simpler time and enjoying and cherishing those moments. Last track, we have A Few Good Things featuring the legend Black Thought and also Aaron Allen Kane. Oh, Black Thought's about to spit some shit. I know he is.
I put the punch in the kick instead of punching the clock. It's no wonder that this is timeless. Now he's
like that.
Sleeping on the floor, need a better release of cots. Since his dreams started to define him, the grind never stopped for the working class. Fuck a Birkin bag, I learned my colors, then I had to watch what color shirt I had. Like a concierge, I showed the way of our concerning past. Take a family and divide it in America, the land of the tyrant.
Oh
Still
my
with
goodness.
the same niggas, and that mean the women too. The only thing changed what I paid for the tennis shoe. Like Eminem on stage, 40 blue. This is living proof. Bad things come in threes, good things come in few.
Fuck, that was good. Okay. I guess because Black Thought is on this track, Saba feels like he needs to step up his pen game, which he has. Oh my goodness. Like Eminem on stage before he blew. This is living proof. So this is like before the time, back when Proof was still alive. Yeah, know the track like Toy Soldiers, then you know what I'm talking about. Man, that was a hard line. That was a hard line. But like another couple lines that he was just killing it was saying how money could turn a man into an island, right? A man by himself. A castaway like Tom Hanks. Being alone, having their own island. And also friends as financial advisor. People always want to tell you what to do with your money. You should do this, you should do that, you should do this, you should do that. They become a financial advisor all of a sudden, telling me what I should do. And the reason they're usually telling you what to do with your money is because it's your money. If you lose your money, they don't lose anything. They're still good no matter what. And also, money divides families. It hasn't even been a minute in the track and he already killed it. That's crazy.
All the fears we had to run from, and he only won a few days. We went back to where we start from, not the only one.
From what we know about my mother, she was
There he is.
for South Carolina Gullah. She knew to keep the rule, the right amount of color. Her old soul remind you of somebody. Abuela is smooth. The way she dip into a mental capoeira when she's staring into your soul. And you try not to let her. Now and then you might get a word, if not an operetta, where she take it upon herself to drop a acapella.
Black Thought was really spitting. I know Black Thought didn't have his parents growing up. He's saying what he knew about his mom. And basically that his mom was an old soul, like an abuela. If you know, you know. But usually abuelas or grandmothers is so filled with love and compassion. They could be a little bit hard, but it's out of love. It's like they want the best for you. And again, sticking with the theme when he says, you know, we adore the most with the people that we're close with. Good things comes infused. The smaller the circle, usually the tighter the circle. So again, sticking with the theme of the song.
I tried that invincible shit, but the principle is when it's niggas defending your wig, then it's a pendulum shift. I tried to spin a little less like a minimalist, but then I could confess that this gets harder the bigger you get. The richer get rich, the poor get pissed. That's just what it is. We seen everything from the gutter to glitz. Adults in the crib telling their kids to cover their ears. Fight with a youngin' and watch their older brothers appear. Like two in the front and one in the rear. Mirror, done out of sprint like I'm honoring Nip. When commas the common denominator, all the percent got us moving to the Pacific in hopes that it would be different. The boat we was on had physics that left some of us swimming. Don't ask about my independence, we not financially literate. Dangle $1 million when oxygen was the mission. We just wanna breathe. We've been drowning down here for centuries. Black and brown boy identity, families that depend on me. Glass half full, the other half was the emptiness. We turned a bunch of nothing to abundance. Few good things.
It was hard. What a way to close that verse. That was Few Good Things, both the album and the track. But before we get to the album, let me talk about this track. This was a great track. Black Thought and Saba was really spitting. I talked about Black Thought's verse and also Saba's verse. Let me talk about Saba's second verse. First of all, like the Nipsey Hussle line. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, man. It sort of plays what Biggie said, and that's more money, more problems, right? The more money you have, the more problems you'll get. It's not all glitz and glamour. But however, money is necessary. You need money to live. You need money for food. You need money for this. You need money for everything. But money ain't shit. All this materialistic shit. I also love the optimism. Glass half full. That's how I try to live my life. Glass half full. Yes, the other half is emptiness, but try to live with a glass half full. Try to be more optimistic. See the good in things first before you see the bad things. Maybe there was good intentions and not bad ones. But what a great way to close the verse. We turn a bunch of nothing to an abundance. Few good things that all play with each other. Nothing into an abundance to a lot more things. But then to a few good things. Went from nothing to a lot to only a little bit. But that little bit is the things that Saba's cherished, the people that he's with. That's the few good things. Yes, they have so much now with money and all that. But what's important is the people around you, the people that you adore, the people who are close to you. I think that's the message of this whole entire album. This is a great album, by the way. I should state that. But I think that's the message. Saba is reminiscent and he's nostalgic. He's looking at the past, the things that he took for granted. I think that's like one of the biggest themes of this album. Cherish the little things. Cherish the simple things. The older you get, the more complicated it gets. And the more you have to become a provider, the more you have to get the bag. The more that brings baggage. So it gets more complex the older you get. While you're still in your youth, cherish those moments. Cherish being young because you're going to get older and you're going to regret some decisions that you didn't make. You're going to wish that things were a certain way, but things change. Just cherish life. Cherish every moment. Live in the present and make memories. But that's how I'm interpreting this album. Let me know how y'all interpret it down in the comments below. Let me know what y'all think about the album and how you interpret when Saba says few good things. And while you're down in the comments, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching. Muchas bendiciones. And peace.